Hello, guys. Good evening, Sonika. Good evening, Bashir. Happy to see you guys. If you can hear me, see me, please type in the chat box. Hear, see. Good evening. So please let me know whether you're able to hear me well. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Type here. If you can hear me, type here. Good evening, Vinita. Good evening, Satyam. If you can hear me, type I hear, hear. Happy. Vinita, thank you. Shira. So I hope you can hear me and see me. Am I audible enough? Is my voice clear? Am I audible? A quick mic testing, guys. Super. Thank you. All right. So welcome, guys, to our day 5 session of the Mind Mastery program. So today we're going to talk about principles. Yeah. And for those I see Satyam, Vinita, Sonika, right? You guys know me. You know me. You've been attending the session for the last 4 days, and you have showed up again on 5th day. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. So for those those of you who are going to watch my video after later, I want to introduce myself again to you guys. So my name is Prasad Ganiraj. I am a servant leader, L&D professional, facilitator, and a coach. So I do leadership coaching, career coaching, as well as life coaching, right? So career coaching is something I picked up now so that I can help you guys, right? So if you want to follow me on LinkedIn or you want to connect with me on LinkedIn, you can do so. I'm sorry here. Oh God. Yeah. So this is my LinkedIn profile. This is how it will look. So you can search for Prasad Ganiraj, my name. And if you see this profile, send me a connection request or click on that follow button, right? And you can also find me on YouTube. You can search for Prasad Ganiraj. That's an update, no? So you can search for Prasad Ganiraj and you can find my channel as well. And you can stay connected, right? And if you have not subscribed to Pantech Solutions YouTube channel, I request you to subscribe to Pantech Solutions YouTube channel so that you will have non-stop technical and soft skill learnings on your way. Okay, so I'm having a little difficulty, scrolling. Sorry about that. Fine. Okay, let me fix it just a minute. Oh, this is very fast. Super. Just a minute, please. Okay, center. I hope this is visible. Okay, let me quickly set this up. Super. Okay, guys. So before we go further, I want to do an activity, right? And the topic for the day is principle. Today is day 5. And I'm going to do a small activity. I'm going to show you a picture and I'm going to ask you questions. I'll show you a picture and ask you questions, and I want you to answer in the chat. Okay? Ready? Let's start. I'll show you the first picture now. Oh, whoa. Okay, first picture. What is this picture? Okay, so this is a traffic signal. So my question to you now is, why do you stop or you go when you see a traffic signal? Why do you stop or why do you go looking at the traffic signal? Why? Answer me in the chat box. Why do you stop or why do you go? Let me see your response. What makes you stop or what makes you go The traffic signal. Yeah, that's a traffic signal. Krishnaveni, welcome. But my question is, why do you stop when you see a red signal, or why do you go when you see a green signal? What makes you to stop or go in the traffic signal? Quick, make it fast. What makes you to stop or go in the traffic signal? Okay, to avoid huge traffic, is that why you stop or why you go in the traffic signal? Is that the reason why you stop or go? It has been taught to do so. Thank you, Vinita. Okay. Okay. Why did they teach you that? What will happen if you don't stop when there's a red? Or what will happen if you don't go when there's a red, when there's a green? Yep. Okay, you stop or you go because it's a rule. It's a rule you have to stop when you see red. And it's a rule you have to go when you see a green. But to avoid accident, thank you, Devang, right? So, of course, to avoid accident, perfect. That's a perfect answer. So, you've been taught to do so. Subconsciously, you've been told, hey, when you see a red signal, that's what they do when you go for getting a license. They teach you the rules. They teach you the signal. Yeah. Otherwise, yes, as Vinita says, you would be fined. And sometimes, people look around. They look to see whether the uncle is standing there, whether the traffic police is standing there. And there's no traffic police. They don't mind the traffic signal. Why? Because they're not worried about the rule. Okay. Only when they see the police, they are worried about the rule. Perfect. Super. Zayed says traffic arises. Perfect. Super. So let me go to the next picture. Okay. And I want you to think and answer me. Okay. Next picture. Right. So do you recognize this picture? Do you guys understand what picture is this? Okay, this is Isaac Newton sitting under the apple tree. We have the story, right? And the apple fell on his head, and that's when he realized, he came to his consciousness, and he thought, why did the apple fell on my head? Or why the apple is falling down? Why it didn't go up? Okay. So the question is, why did the apple fall on Sir Isaac Newton's head? Why didn't it go up? Why? Answer me in the chat. Why the apple fell down and not go up? Yes, Vinita, that is Newton. So why did the apple fall? What makes the apple fall? That's the question. Gravity. Super. So it's because Zayed, thank you, Zayed. Thank you, Vinita. The law of gravity. Super. So that is the reason why the apple fell. Fantastic, guys. Okay, I'm going to the next one to save time. Okay. The third one. Ready? So if you guys are still in school, college, if you don't know this, I want you to know this. Why sexual harassment at work is punishable? Thank you, Krishnaveni, due to gravity. Why sexual harassment at workplace is punishable? Why? Why sexual harassment is punishable? Especially at work. Why it is punishable? Let me know the answer quickly in the chat. So if you guys don't know what is okay, Vanita, millions said that people Apple fell. Yeah, Vanita, that's great. He asked why. That's perfect thing. You have to ask the why. That's what I'm teaching you. Yeah, I'm asking you to ask the question why. Super. I want you guys to be great. Okay. So answer this question. Why sexual harassment at workplace is punishable? Why is it punishable at workplace? Yeah, and the answer is right there on the picture. It is there on the picture. You can look at the picture and you can tell why it is punishable. Super. So it is punishable because it is an act. There is an act called as POSH. POSH is prevention of sexual harassment, right? So if somebody, complains about you to the HR, to the manager, that you are sexually harassing them, then that is punishable at work. So guys, if you're still students, and I want you to know, when you go to corporate, there is something called POSH in the corporate, in the offices, right? And you can't touch people, right, without their permission. And that is punishable. Okay, let me go to the next question. Super. Vinita, I love the answer because it's an act. It's a law. It's an act. Okay. What makes the aeroplane take off? What makes the aeroplane take off? When the apple falls down, what makes the aeroplane take off? How does the aeroplane go up? What makes the aeroplane go up? Yeah, when the gravity pulls things down, what makes the airplane go up? How is it possible? What makes the airplane go up? Yep, quickly. What makes the aeroplane go up? Right? Okay, let me give you the answer. So, like Vinita, thank you. The fuel, of course, the fuel makes the aeroplane, but bus also has fuel. Train also has fuel. Yeah, Vinita says designed. Yeah, what is special in the design? Okay, perfect. Thank you, Vinita. Thank you very much. Thank you for. Syed says its engine is more powerful than gravity. Perfect. So there is something called like the law of gravity that pulls the things down, right? Aeroplane has or aeroplane acts against gravity, and how aeroplane acts against gravity? It has huge engines, like what Syed said, which propels the fans of the aeroplane. And when the fan, it rotates, it creates vacuum, and the vacuum is created. There is a law which comes into existence that is called as, law of takeoff. Yeah, law of lift. I'm sorry. So this law of lift, it pushes the aeroplane upside, and that's how the aeroplane goes up. Okay, super, fantastic, guys. Yeah. Now, this is what I want to tell you. This is what I want you guys to remember, right? The common thing in this picture, there was a law there. There was some rules there. The traffic signal, why you stop, why you go, is because of the traffic rules, so that you avoid accident, so that you avoid loss of life, so that you avoid chaos or traffic jam. Yeah, so there is a rule there called traffic rule. And why did the apple fell down? Yeah, and when Newton asked why, he was able to find out the answer, that there is a force, there's a natural law which is there in existence called as gravity. Yeah, and and third one, there is something. There's a law in corporates. Yeah, there's a law in companies. Companies, imagine if there is no POSH law, what would happen? Yeah, everybody would fault against women. Everybody would abuse. There's chances that people would abuse women, and those women's voices won't be heard, right? And that's the reason why companies, they brought in POSH Act, so that the voice of the less stronger, or I would say, I don't want to use that word, I'm sorry, the voice of the women would be heard, right? And they would be saved from those people who are harassing them. And the aeroplane, though there's a law, natural law, which pulls it down, human beings can create an artificial law which would make the aeroplane go up. Yeah. So now, that is what we are learning today. That is what we are trying to learn today. That's what we are trying to understand today. right? What is a principle? A principle is a law. I'm telling you the definition of principle. Yeah, if you search for the root word, if you search for the root word of principle, yeah, this is the meaning. Principles means law, rule, fundamental truth, code of conduct, or source. Okay, and that's the reason why when somebody makes a mistake and they go to the court, right? The lawyers, when they are advocating for the person, either to punish or to release, they always refer to the source. And what is the source? The Constitution, the law book is the source. They always say EPCO, IPC. Okay, I'm not familiar with that, but they always quote from the book, and that book is the source. Yeah, why? We have this law, we have these rules, we have this fundamental truth, we have the code of conduct, we have sources. Why? So that will govern our behavior. Behavior towards whom? Behavior towards nature, behavior towards people, behavior in the organization. What will happen? I go to a 11-story building or a 100-story building, and I say I'm going to fly, and I jump from the building. I'm acting against the law of nature. Gravity will pull me down. I'll come down banging on the road, and I'll die. I'll break my bones. Yeah. So these laws, yeah, it governs my behavior, and every action has a consequence. Right? Yes. And every action has I'm sorry, still struggling with the presentation thing. Why it's moving? Okay. Right? And every action has a consequence. So whenever you break the law, like I told you, when I go up on the 100-story building and I jump without a parachute, I'm breaking a natural law. Or when I abuse somebody, like harass a woman at work, then I'm breaking a law, and it has a consequence. The POSH Act would be implemented on me, and I would lose my job, and I may be even jailed. Right? In organizations, when I don't adhere to the code of conduct, when I don't follow the rules in the organizations, right, I would be fired. Right? So these laws help to govern my behavior, and when it governs my behavior, when I adhere to it, I have a good consequence. When I don't follow it, I have consequence which would affect me. Yeah, super. All right, let's rush. We don't have time. Now, I'm going to talk about 3 principles. We don't have time, so I'm going to quickly talk about 3 principles that will help you. I want you to understand our entire life is governed by law. The entire universe is governed by law. How is the earth hanging on space? Have you ever imagined it? It's amazing. How is the moon hanging there? Right? Because it's governed by the law. There is a law which is governing. Right? Now, I want to talk about 3 laws which would help you in your growth. Right? The first one is environment. The law of the environment. Okay? Now, remember this. Growth thrives in conducive surrounding. Growth happens when the surrounding is proper. So 3 things I want you to make sure that your surrounding is proper. First one, a place where others are ahead of you. Put yourself in a place where the people who are surrounding you are smarter than you, or faster than you, or wiser than you, and successful than you. Okay? So you have to if you want to succeed in life, your environment is very important. So the first thing is, you have to put yourself in a place where other than you, everybody is above you. When I say above, They're smarter, faster, wiser, successful. If you are in a place where you are the wisest, you are the smartest, you are the successful, now that is not the place where you ought to be. You have to find a different place. You have to go to a different place if you have to grow. Okay. Second, sorry, the second point, right? A place where you are continued challenge. So put yourself in a place where you are continually challenged. When I say continually challenged, you are under pressure to improve, right? You should be uncomfortable. If you're comfortable in a place, then that is not the right place for you. You should be uncomfortable. You should feel the pressure to grow or improve. Third, you should have a place, you should be in a place where your strength is sharpened, not your weakness. If you are in a place where you've been forced, you've been pressured to improve your weakness, or you've been pressured because you're uncomfortable because your weakness is being utilized, or they are asking you to work with a weakness, now that is not the right place. I'm talking about a place, I want you to put yourself in a place where you are working with your strength and you've been pressured to improve more, and you are uncomfortable to you're made uncomfortable, and you've been asked to sharpen, you've been made to sharpen your strength. So you got to be in that place. So always remember, guys, work with your strength and not with your weakness. That's the best thing. Okay. So if you guys have not taken the test which I gave you on day 3, day 2, I suppose, yes, the strength assessment. If you have not taken the strength assessment, I want you to take it. Go to Marcus Birmingham's website and take the standout assessment. That will help you find your strength. Okay. The third point. Oh, we're running short of time. The third point. Okay. Place yourself where the atmosphere is affirming. So put yourself in a place where people encourage you, where people support you, where people cheer for your success, right? So the first thing is put yourself in the environment. That's the rule number 1. Your environment is it should be conducive for your growth. So ask yourself this question: is your environment conducive for your growth? If not, right? If 1, 2, 3 points are not covered, or it is not answering that question, then you have to look for change. Okay. So principle number 2, law of awareness. You should be aware of yourself. Okay. If you want to change and grow, then you must know yourself and accept who you are before you start building. So knowing yourself is very, very important. Please take the strength assessment so that you will know yourself. All right. So number 1, do you like what you're doing now? You have to ask this question to yourself. If you're not liking what you're doing now, then please find the passion, which we spoke about yesterday. Find out what you like doing. 2, would you like to do? What would you like to do? Yeah, find out. If you don't know, if you answer the first question is no, then answer the second question. What would you like to do? What gives you energy? What gives you excellence? Right? So please follow that. And point number 3, right? Can you do what you like to do? So this is something tricky, guys. I may like to do something, but I may not have the skill set. So please evaluate your desire and your skill. Evaluate what you want and what you're good at. Check the alignment. Yeah. So before you start doing what you like, see whether you have the skill for that. If you don't have the skill for that, then you're not being honest with yourself. Okay. Right. 4th thing. Do you know why you want to do what you want to do? This is the purpose question. You have to know the why. What motivates you? Yeah, what is the reason behind why you want to do it? Yeah. So know yourself first. Know your purpose first. That is very, very important. 3rd thing, right? We have only 2 minutes. Let me rush very fast. consistency. That, guys, this is very important. Talent is not important. You may have talent, but talent is useless if you're not putting your talent to work. Zig Ziglar said, you do not have to be excellent to start. Let me repeat it. You do not have to be excellent to start. But to be excellent, one day you will have to start. Yeah. So if you're thinking, I'm not excellent, Prasad, that's why I'm not starting. No. If you want to be excellent, start today. Start doing it today. John Maxwell says, motivation gets you going, but discipline keeps you growing. And what is discipline? Discipline is consistency. And this is what scientists are telling. I want you to remember the 16:1 ratio. If the behavior you wish to change, you have done it 1,000 times. If you're, let's say, for example, you brushed your teeth every morning 1,000 times. Okay. Now every morning, 1,000 times you brush your teeth, right? Every 1,000 morning, for 1,000 days you brush your teeth in the morning. Now you want to change it, and you want to change it to evening. If you want to change that habit, you have to do it 16,000 times. So changing habit is not that easy. If you've tried something 1,000, to make something a habit, it's enough you do it 1,000 times. But to change the habit, you have to do 16,000 times. That is what research is saying. So become disciplined. If you want to be good at something, do it 10,000 times. Yeah. So consistency is very important. Of the first two, I'm telling you, environment is important. You have to put yourself in the right environment. You should know yourself, right? You should know what you want to do. Then do it consistently. Do it every day. Every day is important, not someday. Do it every day. Don't worry about perfection. Perfection will come. Speed matters. You have to do it every day, guys. It's a principle. So I've spoken to you about 3 principles. There are a lot of principles in life, but 3 principles which I thought will be useful for you and helpful for you. So put yourself in the right environment and be aware of yourself and your talent, your skills, your strength, right? And then work with them every day, not someday, right? Super. So I'm done. Give me 1 minute. Let me close with my announcement. So as I was telling you, we are launching our job assistance program in November. We are launching it, and we are launching 2 bundles. One is the AI bundle, and another one is the ESD bundle, right? And along with the AI and ESD, you will have soft skill program and career coaching program. So I'll be taking care of soft skill and career coaching for you, right? So wait for November. We have some special announcements coming up in November, right, for the job assistance program. All right, guys. So thank you for your time. See you tomorrow. Enjoy your evening. God bless you. See you guys. Bye-bye.